Good afternoon. It's New Year's Eve, and we're going to come into a message really quick for the collective. If you would like a personal message or you are seeing this on the YouTube replay, that information is you know where. I trust that everybody's doing or has done already the things that are necessary to prepare for this wonderful new year that is about to come in. The biggest takeaway so far, the biggest message that we're getting for the new year is to dream and dream big, because a lot of you are going to start living the life that you only once dreamed about, you previously only once dreamed about. We're going to pull a quick general message for the collective. So again, if you would like a personal reading, want to know what's coming up for your new year, that information is in the bio. How are you guys doing? If this is your first time here, hello. My name is ettamystichealer, intuitive and spiritual life coach. If this is your first time here, definitely say hello and let us know where you're from as we get the cards ready. It's crazy how I was getting these cards ready and change. Make sure. Was the only card that flipped out upright. I didn't even realize that, but it's in the reverse. Understand you are the master of your reality. You are the master of your destiny. It is up to you to make that destiny manifest. Life be lifing a lot of the times, and all of those situations that pop up are not just to test you, but to prepare you for the very things that you have been praying for, asking for, setting your intentions on. All this new year, new me, folks going to the gym tomorrow and starting new routines, when you should have started those new routines and those same new things the moment the thought first crossed your mind. Not waiting for some arbitrary, because it is arbitrary, day on the calendar to start, because what really starts in the barrenness of winter, even though here in New York we're not really having a winter these past few days, it's been suspiciously warm again. But the true new year begins when the flowers start to bloom and the birds start to come back and things of that nature. This is just a warm-up season, this new year, the calendar new year. It's just a warm-up time to see whether or not your goals are feasible. Are they actionable? Are they SMART goals? You guys know what the acronym SMART stands for. If not, let me know and somebody will help you out. Let's see who is here, and then we're going to pull the message for today, the New Year's Eve message for today. If you have any general questions or you just want to share your thoughts, your feelings, your responses to anything that comes out in the live, please don't hesitate to share. I will turn away from the live once I see who else is here and start you guys' general message. And then you could go back to your celebratory and preparatory things that you guys do for New Year. Hello, Diamond. How are you? Malu. How are you, my love? How are you feeling? Tomorrow's January. Frick Nation, how are you? Thank you for the follow, guys. Always, when you hop on the live, please keep hitting that like button. And let's TikTok knows that not only you're here and keeps us relevant in the algorithm, but this is actually the real Edda's page, because y'all know there's a lot of frauds out there. I appreciate you guys. Mucho. Honeybee! Loading up the U-Haul today. I am so happy for you. How was your birthday? How did you spend it? What did you do? I mean, you're walking into the greatest gift possible in the moment. But yeah, do tell. Woogie. And I think I saw Mars. Hi, Mars. Hi, Gina. Lights, camera, action, at work, about to fall asleep. Well, let's wake you up and get you this message, and then you could go about your day. Hi, Joyce. Loca. How are you? Any more bite marks? We'll just keep that between us two. Jellyby, sassy, classy. How are you? All right. I think I said hello to everybody. Staying sober for New Year's. I love that for you. Hi, Ebony. How are you? How are you? Haven't seen him. Well, that was only a week ago, right? It was all good just a week ago. Holy Spirit, what message do we have for this beautiful collective on this beautiful New Year's Eve? I love how we cut, right? I love how we cut because we have 20, right? And 5. There goes the 20 and there goes the 5, right? 5 is the number of changes. We spoke about that yesterday. 2 is the number of duality. It's the number of balance. But when you put those two together, the 2 and the 5 makes 7, the divine stepping in. Imagine. Spirit has been giving a very clear message today that with this new year, as we get to change seasons and months and times, really dream big because it is a moment. It is an era. It is a time of dreams coming true. For those of you who believe it, some of you have grown past and figured that, since you haven't had any dreams come true, but you have, they may not have come true in the way that you wanted, but dreams always come true. If you are still believing in your dreams, use that gift. You should always still believe in your dreams. But for those of you who are on the path, right, following your guidance, following the cycles, paying attention, you know your dreams are about to come true. This is just a confirmation. We always like to talk about delay not being denial, not meaning denial, right? Like you're not getting the thing. Like you shouldn't feel abandoned, but it's easy to fall into this energy when you've tried and you've tried and you've tried and you've worked so hard and you put so much effort in and you have nothing to show for it but heartache, tears, and a lot of physical, emotional, and spiritual pain. When we transit, because we're still under that new moon, that Capricorn new moon, right? That came in yesterday. Add to your list of things to release this feeling of being forgotten, this feeling of being left behind. As long as you're believing, as long as you're dreaming, as long as you're paying attention to the signs and moving accordingly. Oh, look at that. They're tapping and tapping and tapping to reveal the milk and honey card, right? You're going to get here. You're going to get to your wish fulfillment. The universe has no choice but to yield to those who have never wavered in their faith, who are committed to manifesting their dreams into their reality. It sounds very easy and straightforward because it is. Us humans overcomplicate everything, including living the life that we are supposed to live. You have the blueprint encoded within you. What do you think you get those moments of deja vu for? What do you think you keep seeing those signs when you get closer to having that big manifestation and then you doubt yourself and you go back to square one? It's okay. Now that you know better, you are expected to do better. Especially when it comes to the things that you are thinking about, especially when it comes to the things that you are pouring your attention into, right? Because that's what you're going to manifest into your life. Holy Spirit, what else does the collective need to know on this Tuesday, which is also the day of the Divine Feminine, but we will not be pulling any goddess cards today because we gotta keep this brief. Folks have things to do and places to go. We're going to leave that one right there, right? Because that's where Michael was standing yesterday. Archangel Michael. Okay. Anything else for the collective? Going once? Okay. So we have, let's do it like this today. Yang, look at that. With that one, and one symbolizes beginnings, but look at that big old fireball. We did say yesterday that between Capricorn season, right, and Aries season, right, when the spring equinox happens, a lot of folks in the collective are going to be receiving wish fulfillment on every single level. You see all of these stars, you see this fireball, but do you also notice that they have nothing in their hands but what they're receiving? Whatever you've been called to release, release it, right? Oh, because you've done the hard work. I like the fact that we have a lot of believers on the live right now, folks who are committed to their journey on the live right now. I love that for us. Because you've done the work, the universe has no choice but to yield and grant you wish fulfillment on every single level, right? Going to 48, which is 12, which brings us to 3, but the 12 is the 12 disciples, and don't we have like 12 ribs, right? And the 12 months. Ooh, some of you have a beautiful surprise coming in every single month of 2025. It's just going to be moments of joy, laughter. I'm hearing a lot of congratulations, a lot of surprise, a lot of peace, a lot of moments that find you saying, good God, finally. All that's required of you right now is to release what no longer serves you, because Spirit's been asking for that forever, and prepare to receive. Stay in the moment, right? As changes, which is 32, which is 5, are coming in, right? Surrender to the divine, surrender to the universe, surrender to God, surrender to the fact that you put your word out there, so it has no choice but to come true. It may not come true at this moment. It may not come true tomorrow. Hell, it may not even come true in 2025. But because you know you put your word on it, it will make itself manifest eventually. Lastly, we have breathe, right? Which kind of came out in the reverse, reminding us to meditate, surrender, go with the flow, and just live. From this moment on, live in the knowingness that if you want a new car, you're getting a new car. You want a new boot, you're getting a new boot. You want new shoes, you're getting new shoes. If you want to move, you're going to move. So start making the necessary preparation to receive, because we have 2 cards of reception, right? Of receiving, right? The divine, just all these stars granting wishes, right? By the handful. Holy Spirit, what other message does the collective need to hear? There we go. Got to make it clear for us. What other message? Anything else? Thank you. Bring that into frame a little bit. For some of you, the thing that you have to let go of is a way of thinking, right? A frame of mind, right? Releasing that once and for all. And as I try to put these 2 back, because they told me to, right? We cut to unexpected income. And that speaks to those of you, the group of you who are going to experience 12 months of sheer joy. You do not need to be concerned with that 33, right? Which is that 12 and that 3, that 12, which is 1 and 2, which is 3. Follow along, right? You don't need to be concerned. And with these rays of light, it's another confirmation that you just need to keep doing what you've been doing, sit still, and prepare to receive. There's no more action that needs to be taken. You just have to say yes. Yes to the yes to the changes, yes to the momentum that you've been building with those building blocks, yes to success, yes to the knowing that, oh, there's another 3. Shit, that makes 333. Which points us back to March and that equinox. Say yes, right? This coffin that's coming out in reverse, the reluctancy to walk away from certain situations, right? Even if it's just a way of thinking, because sometimes, We have these thoughts that get the best of us, and we tend to ruminate and get caught in this loop of being a negative Nancy or negative Norman, right? And going back into that orphaned energy and feeling like, Eeyore and nothing ever works out. Well, if you say that, then nothing's ever going to work out. But if you catch yourself every time you're coming into that loop and said, this is not going to be my story anymore. Some of you need to write that down and put it on your mirror and let that be your mantra for 2025. Every time an errant thought, a self-handicapping thought, a self-deprecating thought pops up like it always does, you clock it and you check it and say that that's not your story anymore, right? I mean, if you want to write a new story, some people enjoy being negative Nancys and negative Normans, right? We don't want to force anybody to do what they're not ready or willing to do. But if you're really committed to looking for change and you want a more fulfilling life, rewrite your story starting right now. This poverty that wanted to come out sideways and high honor that came out in reverse, and the gift. If you stay stuck in old patterns, you're going to reap the very things that you've sown last year and the year before that and the 2 years before that and the 10 years before that. You want to see changes in your life? Change yourself right now. Not tomorrow when the clock strikes 12, right? Not on your birthday, not on your Saturn return. Right now. Rewrite your story. Whatever happened to you in the past, come to terms with it. Process it. Get professional help if you need to. Get spiritual help because you need to, right? From a trusted source. But don't let that be your story anymore. That was your story. When you're sitting here and waiting to start receiving these blessings, imagine, going back to that imagine card, what is your new story? What do you want your new story to look like? It may have started one way. Your life may have started one way, but it doesn't have to end that way. When we are born, they say we choose our parents, but we don't get to choose the experiences that we have that have scientifically been proven to shape who we become as adults. Those critical developmental years, between birth and like 5, 7, 8, the stuff that happens to us then really, really shape us as who we are as adults. Which is why you will always hear me saying, if you need to get mental help, get mental help. Not because I come from that field and I have degrees and such, but because I know, I work with clients that have clearly shown the correlation between our childhood experiences and who we become as adults. But just because you may not have had the best childhood experiences doesn't mean you can't become a fabulous adult. You are in charge of you. Holy Spirit, give us a final message for the collective. What's the vibe in this moment, and what's the vibe going? That fell on the floor. And what's the vibe going to be in 2025? What's the vibe in this moment? And what's the vibe going to be in 2025? In 2025, look alive. Spirit keeps saying that in my ear. In 2025, look alive. Don't look like your situation. Don't look like your past. Don't look like your struggle, right? When we're told to fast, right? Because y'all know I'm Catholic on text and paperwork wise, right? But we're told to fast, not to make our faces, sad and looking like we're fasting. Do not look like the struggle. It happens. It's part of the journey, right? Some say we signed up for that struggle. Why? I don't know, right? That's not my lane. But in 2025, look alive. It's about showing up in your authenticity, showing up as the main character of the story that you are creating as you go along. You remember those, what do they call them? Choose your own ending stories, right? When we were in elementary school, babe, they gave us the key back then. Choose your own ending. We had no control on how we began, but we can make the necessary changes. And it starts with changing your thinking, right? Showing up in your authenticity, showing up as the main character that you are. Stop playing. Please and thank you. Anything else for the collective? Thank you. So this puzzle card came out in the sideways, right? Crossing here and now. When it comes to those errant thoughts we talked about a little while ago, and those self-handicapping thoughts we talked about a while ago, anything that confuses you, push it to the side. Give it to spirit, give it to your angels, give it to God, give it to the universe, give it to your higher self to figure out as you move forward. And this is a message we've been getting for the past few weeks as 2024 winded it down, right? Anything that you were asked to release, right? It hurt. Some of you even, I don't want another failed marriage. I don't know who said that, but that frame of mind is keeping you stuck in a toxic loop, right? Anything that you were called to release in 2024 and earlier, because some of us, me included, are very, very stubborn, and it takes us many signs and symbols and synchronicities before we interpret those signs and symbols and synchronicities and move accordingly. We listen and we don't judge. We just do better. Whatever you're leaving behind with this shattered is preparing you, not just for your twin flame and your romantic partner or having that bond, that love that you've been calling into your life, but everything falling into your life the way that it's supposed to. Not the way that you were told it was supposed to, but the way your soul has been pushing you to manifest. The ball is in your court, boo. What you gonna do? That is your message on this amazing New Year's Eve. In 2025, look alive. Let that be another mantra to remind you that you are the main character. If you see yourself as the CEO of a Forbes 500 company, what does your company specialize in? What does your office look like? What would your wardrobe look like when you have the regular 9 to 5 and you're in the office versus when you're in the field meeting with clients? Do you even meet with clients? What would your lunch look like, right? Start taking those steps. Start having that lunch as a CEO. I'm very fond of going to those high-end restaurants, even if you have to go by yourself, right? Those high-end steakhouses, we're going to spend the money anyway, right? So rather than go to McDonald's 5 or 6 times, right? Eat healthier. We listen and we don't judge, right? But save that $15, $20, right? Because now you have 100, 125, push it up to 150. You could go treat yourself to happy hour at a high-end store. And here in New York City, the Louis Vuitton store, we have this flagship store that opened up with this beautiful cafe. Everybody's like, the food is just like finger food, but it's amazing. Treat yourself. You're going to treat yourself towards something, right? Treat yourself that aligns with the experience that you are manifesting, not the experiences that you used to have, right? We're not knocking McDonald's, right? We're not knocking ramen noodles, but there's other ways to not only satisfy your hunger, but start showing up as the person, as the main character that you want to be, right? So what? You can't get that $25,000 bag from Chanel, right? Get a lipstick. Go to the Chanel store and have that whole pampering experience, right? Living in the life of luxury. Start living in the life of luxury. Start slowing down, right? Because people who have a luxurious life, they're not in a rush to go anywhere or do anything. They're not on anybody's timetable, schedule, but their own. From this moment forward, right? Start showing up as the main character that you want to be in 2025 and beyond. Before we wrap up this live, let's see who's here. Say our hellos and goodbyes. Answer any questions, any reflections, any thoughts you're having about what came out. Definitely share it with the collective if you're up to it. If you want to hit me up personally, you can DM me or email me. I'll never email or DM you first. Other editors are scrolling these TikTok streets. That's not me. I would never DM you first about a message that no. We don't do that. We don't do that here. Miss Nicole, I love a good Ruth Chris outing or my super fave, Capital Grill. Hi, Tammy. Justania. So I saw your email, right? And my face started leaking, and I was like, I can't respond right now. So I got a few more hours to respond. But I'm going to respond, and hopefully the next time I read it later on this evening, my face won't leak again. But I love you. Know, Jasenia, that I love you oodles and oodles and oodles from the very, very deepest, darkest crevice of my heart. For you. Marika, hello. Blue Rose. And the same goes for you too, Boogie, and Mars, and Momo, and Dorsey, and John, and Roy Boy, even though I know some of them are not here, right? Don't forget, there wouldn't be no Divine Talk without the OG Soul Tribe members. Krista! Living the best life now with my person. Oh my God. Not just your person, but the person. That wasn't on the bingo card for 2024. Talk about surprises coming through. I think that was the biggest surprise you didn't see this coming of 2024. And I am here for all of it. Thank you, my dearest divine, ATM, a divine, right? For allowing me to have front row seat to all of this loveliness, because you know, Etta is a hopeful romantic, so I'm here for it. Juicy. I love fancy places. You better, Loca. You better. Boogie's working towards it. Oh my God, Toots Magoots. Hi, my girl. How are you? I trust you got all of that, right? I trust you got all of that. Genesis, where you been? You know, you could always, if you can't find me, right? If our schedules conflict, you could always send me a DM or email me just to check in, say what's up. Let me know how you're feeling. Brilliant, beautiful, and blind. How are you? Indeed, you are, Miss Loca. Indeed, you are. Claim it, walk it, talk it, live it. You are the main character. Spirit wants to do a lot of snapping today. I don't know why. Linda Sizemore, Happy New Year's to everybody, right? We didn't even say that. Happy New Year. There's a 50-50 chance that I will be on tomorrow just to tap into the energies and see what's going on. I may not do any readings on the live, but I probably will do a collective if we go live. We'll see what the day brings us because, it's about to be a ride. Archangel Rael, yes, I do work for justice. I do. And I wouldn't have it any other way. Is that Sunny in the cut? Hi, Sunny. Marcy. I know you didn't get it yet, but did you get it? Nashaya. Yes, to trusting my spirit team and going with the flow. Yes, Boogie. I love it, Boogie. Toots Magoots, I'm going to check in with you just a little later. Miss Nicole, you've done it, right? Another person in 2024 who has grown leaps, and I got to shout you out because this will not go unnoted, right? Leaps and bounds. How you started 2024 is definitely not how you're ending. You have ascended into that main character energy, and I fully support you, mind and soul. Pent up motions, maybe? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Fireball. Who's got the fireball? I would like some. Yes, please, and thank you. Where's Breezy? She's another one, right? Another OG. All right. We still haven't decided what we're doing about the subscribers here on the live versus the subscribers on Patreon. We're still offering, we have a bunch of free subscriptions, annual subscriptions to the Patreon. So go ahead and claim your free subscription before they're gone. That link will be up through the spring equinox. Your birthday was great. Went to dinner and a drink with your daughter, your sister, and your brother and your mom. Your brother-in-law and your mom. Oh. Loca, don't count him out just yet. Don't count him out just yet. Lucky Yo-Yo. How? I don't know. Just singing that reminded me of the story of Abi Yo-Yo. Did you guys ever read that book? All my reading rainbow people? Am I dating myself now? Whatever. Abi Yo-Yo. A misunderstood giant. A misunderstood giant. I've been manifesting an SUV. Why they've been popping up everywhere? Because it's coming, right? That's your confirmation to start preparing, right, for yours. Lord, I've seen what you've done for others, right? It's the time to start preparing. Margie, definitely, right? Happy New Year, say. Happy New Year. Somebody's really playing jams next door. And I'm here for that too, just as long as it doesn't interfere with the live. I love that for you, Margie. The vivid dreams are a telltale sign that you are in alignment with receiving downloads from your higher guides. Oh my God, Jasenia. So, upon research, when the hawks come, right, and make themselves known to you, you typically, I don't think anybody, and if you do, put it in the comment, but we don't typically see hawks every single day, right? But that is, they are a harbinger of letting the seer know that some change is literally around the corner within the next few days or so. You may not even realize that the change has happened. Yeah, something beautiful is en route. Something beautiful is en route. That goes back to the signs and synchronicities and moving accordingly, right? I'm starting to be tuned into you going live. I love it, Dominique. High five. High five. What time is it? 4:10. We gotta make tracks. We gotta definitely make tracks. I want to thank you all. Not just my OGs, my Momo, my Boogie, my Mars, my Breezy, my Dorsey, my Sunny, my Krista, my Loca, and others, right? Blame it on my mind, don't blame it on my heart that I can't recall everybody's name on a dime, right? Whitney Houston did it at that award speech, and that's because she was, and I don't do that stuff. So maybe if I did, I'd be able to recall these things better, but that's another story for another day. I wanted to bring you guys forward and say thank you because, again, I couldn't have done this without you guys. And I look down, Blue Rose is about to ring in her Happy New Year, right? I want to thank you all. Every single one of you, whether you've gotten a reading or not, or ordered some stuff or not, you gave me your presence, your attention, and you did the work you were guided to do in 2024. I couldn't be any more proud of you. Your guides are super proud of you. The angels are proud of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you for showing up for yourself every single day and showing up for me because this is my dream, right? So many of you have been pivotal in helping me live my dream, and I don't have words to say thank you or actions to express my gratitude, but know, especially when it comes to my OGs, I'm forever indebted and am grateful beyond the stars and the moon that we have crossed paths. And bonus, you've allowed me to assist you along your spiritual journey in some shape, form, or fashion. And for someone like me, like, I'm not a card reader, I'm not a witch. Some people may argue that, right? I'm a mystic. And when I'm allowed to do my work for those who are light workers and who want to do good things in the world, every person that I get to help is like, I get one step closer to claiming my wings and leaving this rock. And I couldn't do it again without you. So when I tell you, if you guys ever need anything, don't hesitate to reach out. And some of you will reach out in the astral and pull me into the battlefield with you. And as long as my guides allow it to be, that means it needs to be. And I will always be there as long as I'm allowed to be. Thank you, 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 thank you for an amazing year. I look forward to hearing your feel-good stories, your success stories, your epiphanies that are going to happen in 2025 and beyond. Hebrews 13:2 tells us to be mindful to entertain strangers, because some of us have entertained angels unaware. Well, I know some of you are real life earth angels. Please keep being you. Please keep following your heart and leading it and allowing it to lead you closer to the light. You have a divine purpose in this world. If you find me and you vibe with me, that is your confirmation you have a very, very big purpose in this world. So please start showing up in your authentic self, regardless of who likes it or not, right? And know that you're about to experience every good thing that you've been trying to call in. I love you all from the bottom of my heart. Happy, happy New Year. Stay blessed.